This, my friends, is a tissue box, and that, my friends, is an issue box. And you need exactly this to dry your tears after you've watched that. In the box are brand new custom-made Sarto frames, and they have issues. The client is not happy, and my job is to solve the issue and to paint these frames in super special colors. But at first, let's check them out. Yeah, two brand new custom frames, and they are looking good. And maybe you ask yourself, what's the issue? And the first issue is exactly this. Check this out. We have a Sarto axle. Yeah, original part, but they don't fit the frame. An original part in an original Sarto frame. And now it's my job to fix this issue. But that's not the worst part. Check this out. But you have to come closer. Ooh, can you see this? There's carbon missing in the dropout section. There are deep holes in the material. Here's material missing. And check this out. I can place the knife in these holes. And that's what it shouldn't be. And my job is to fix this issue. And I have a special carbon glue you can use for carbon connections, and that's exactly what I will use to fill all these gaps and all these holes, because the client is really worried about that. So let's start with the simple task. The axle doesn't fit the hole in the dropout because epoxy run in the dropout itself. So what we need is an improvised drum sander, and that's super easy. I'm using a pen, some sandpaper, and I will wrap this sandpaper around the pen, like so. And now I can put it in my drill. And I have an improvised drum sander. So let's sand this hole until the axle will fit. Super easy and hopefully effective. First issue solved. But only on one frame. I have to do the same on the other one as well. And next I have to fill the holes in the dropout, and to do that I'm using a super strong glue, Mega Bond. That's a glue which is also used in carbon production if you are doing tube to tube building, and it's a two component. So I have to mix these two components and just fill these holes. Nothing that special. And the good thing is it's already black, so you won't see it at all. And for the next step we need, of course, wet sander, because that's wet sanding. But before I start wet sanding, I like to show you something. These are the colors for the frames. I painted some samples with super cool hypershifts. This bronze, violet, dark blue, and this from blue to violet. But before I can have some fun with cool colors, it's time for sanding. Yeah, all the dirty work is done, the frames are sanded and masked, and now it's time for the first layer of color, a black base coat. Next step is mixing the hypershift, and that's super easy. All I need is a cup, of course the hypershift powder, and what I need for a frame depends on the frame itself. I'm going with 3 grams this time. And all I have to do then is adding some isopropyl alcohol and also some intercoat. And next I have to do the decals, and the first step is to cut them into masking foil to harvest all these decals and to stick the stencils onto the frame and fork. And I'm doing again my own color from real gold powder. I add some isopropyl alcohol and of course some intercoat, and that's the color for the decals. Yeah, all the decals are hand painted on these frames, and the frames are coated with a 2-component hard solid clear coat. But we are not done yet. The definitely last step we have to do is we have to give these frames a light hand sanding and a high gloss polish with a polishing machine and a cut compound. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for your time. Thanks for watching. I hope you like these frames and these crazy colors. See you in the next video. Goodbye.